Namaste to one and all. Welcome to my channel. According to Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat program, today we can learn about Uttarakhand as a pair state of Karnataka. Let us see the art forms of Uttarakhand. Yes, Cholia dance. We can see, first of all, we can see the dance forms. Cholia dance, then Jora dance form, then Lengmur Nritya, Remola dance, Bharatanatyam, and Pandava Nritya. Let us see what is meant by Cholia dance. The Cholia dance is performed in the Kumon divisions of Uttarakhand. What about Kumon division? We have seen that when Himalayas are divided vertically, we can see that is Indus to Satluj as Punjab Himalayas, then Satluj to Kali, that is Kumon Himalayas, then Kali to Tista, that is Nepal Himalayas, then Tista to Brahmaputra, that is Assam Himalayas. That Kumon division itself, but here in the Kumon Himalayas itself, in the eastern portion we call it as Kumon division, and western portion we call it as Garhwal division. In the Kumon division of Uttarakhand, this Cholia dance is performed more. And it is basically a sword dance. It is basically a sword dance, and they are having sword and shield also, and accompanying a marriage procession. Most often this dance is performed accompanying a marriage procession. Now we can see that it is performed even in the auspicious occasions. And here we can see that this Cholia dance originated in India in the 10th century with the Chanda king who wanted to unite the Kshatriyas of Uttarakhand, and the Kshatriyas united there and they performed this sword dance. And here we can see that at those time the marriages were occurred at the point of sword. At the point of sword the marriages occur, but later that has changed. But yet we can see that the traditional, the functions they are, the rituals whatever it is, they are continuing now also. So the groom rides a horse in the marriage occasion. The groom rides a horse in the marriage occasion, that is in the marriage procession. Procession will be there, and this groom will be wearing a kukri in his belt. That is, this is a kukri, a curved type of knife they are using. And in this dance form, it is written that regarding the costumes, about the costumes, I found this type of a particular dress form they are using. That is a skirt like dress with different colored pleats are there. So that is a dress forms they are using. On the top also this different colored top also they are wearing. Generally I found in the sword dance it is performed by men. And they are twisting and they are moving a particular way, and they are having a mock drill like that. That is, they are functioning as a warlike structure. They are doing that, and that is a mock war they are performing in the sword dance. And now we can see what is meant by the Jora dance. It is a community, it is a folk dance, and this is a community dance performed in villages, and along with the face it is there, and also it most often it is occurred in the mornings and evenings, in the face at morning and evening, and most often it shows the coming of the spring season. What is spring? What time when the spring occur? It is occurring in between the winter, winter and summer. That is when the winter over. You know that when winter ends, the spring season will be there and proceeding to summer. And and in this Jora dance, we can see that a minimum 6 should be there, because it is the people. Generally, it is and here in this Cholia dance, majority men are there, and here in the Jora dance, we can see that men and women they will take part in this dance form, and they are moving in like a round like structure, and the number can be more than 200. That is very, and another important social aspect of Jora dance is that it includes both the all caste. In that circle it is written the higher caste and lower caste. Instead of higher caste and lower caste, we can say that the so-called lower caste and so-called upper caste. Because it is not good to say lower caste and upper caste, I think it is better to say so-called. Once upon a time, some castes were known as lower caste and upper caste. So we can see that so-called lower caste and upper caste will come together and jointly they will perform the dance. That dance we call it as a Jora dance. So here we can see that it is a community dance and folk dance. And the Ramola dance, Bharatanatyam. Then Pandava Nritya, it is performing the Pandavas, the characters, and it is performed more than several months. It may be going. So I hope at least you understood some of the dance forms performed in the Uttarakhand. Now let us see the fairs and festivals of Uttarakhand. They are Basanta Panchami, Ganga Dasara, Nanda Devi Fair, Uttarayani Fair, Arthakumbha Fair, Raman, then Purnagiri Fair, Sailid Bigandu Fair, Bhuldevi Festival, Hiljatra Festival, Kangdali Festival, Maghamela and Bisumela. Let us see few of them. This Hiljatra Festival is a traditional festival celebrating in the Pithora district. And here then we can see in detail Bisumela. Bisumela is performed by the Jansari tribals. It is celebrating for 1 week. It is a symbol of happiness and prosperity. It is associated with harvesting. And it is celebrated in the Dehradun district, that is Chakrada block. Then coming to the Magh Mela, it is a popular fair of Uttarakashi, and it is in the month of Maghamanda, that is January, February, and where God and Goddess were carried in the dollies and palanquin. The images were carried in the dollies and palanquin to the Ramlila ground of Uttarakashi. It is a very big fair where we can see that local products and handicrafts are sold in that. Then see what is Kangdali Festival. Kangdali Festival is celebrated by Rang tribes there, and it is celebrated by the Pithora district people, and it is associated, or it coincides with the blooming of plant. Blooming of plant, that is in the valley, Chaundar's valley, in between August and October, and these plants bloom once in 12 years. So that about some of the melas and fairs and festivals. Let us see the art and craft of Uttarakhand. Here we can see wood carving, painting, Alpana painting and jewelry making. These three concepts are given there. And what about the Alpana painting? Alpana painting is a sacred art of painting, a decorative image or design in the repeated form. That is repeated form, it constitutes a pattern. That is the Alpana painting, and it is used in the auspicious occasions with the help of rice paste and rice flour. And it is familiar with in Bengal, and all over India also. In Bengal we can see that all over India also, and it is used in colored sand also. Then we can see what is meant by the Aipan painting. Regarding Aipan painting, it is a unique and diverse painting in Uttarakhand, which is a traditional art form of Kumaon region, and it is popular Kumaon art, which is this art is on walls or on paper or clothings. We can see this type of Aipan painting. And it is also with the it is also used the various type of geometric figures and other figures also. Geometric figures, I found that is like that dots they are putting. They are putting suppose dots, and from these dots a special type of geometric forms they are making. Yes, that way, that is dots they are joining and from there they are getting a particular pattern. Getting. So this way geometric pattern also can be made, and here another thing regarding wood carving. About the wood carving, we can say carving done in the form of stylish plans and geometrical motifs on the in single window and door. That is another thing I found regarding wood carving. That is carving done in the form of stylish plans and geometrical motifs into a single window or a door. So this is the wood carving speciality of Uttarakhand. Then one thing I forgot earlier to say about this, in this Kangdali festival, we can see that it coincides with the blooming of Kangdali plant. I told you this way, it looks like this way, not the red color. I can't draw white color here, that is why the about 6 petals are there. That way it comes. Okay, so this is the art and craft form of Uttarakhand. Let us see the dress forms of Uttarakhand. Sari, kurta with pajama, gagra with blouse, pichoras, digwa. And here we can see what is gagra. That is a skirt like garment. Let us see what is pichoras. Pichoras is a peculiar type of dress form worn by Kumani ladies for wedding and religious functions. It is reddish in color and also saffron color, saffron and red color. And this saffron color represents holy and worldly elements, and red color represents energy and conjugal life. So it is also known as Rengwali Pichoras. And it is a veil embellished in silver and gold tattings and draped over sari, a humble piece of garment. It resonates celebrations. And now we can see that in the last part we have seen the jewelry making. Here some special type of jewelry also we can see here. Big gold nose ring in gold they use, that we call it as nath, and the bride needs black beaded necklace they needed, and they also use hansuli, a solid gold single piece necklace also they wear. Then here we can see. Then what about the food of Uttarakhand? Food of Uttarakhand we can see that madbe ki roti, then kulat ki dal, rajma, bhatpuri, then bal mithai. And here madbe ki roti, that is so nutritious. It is made out of ragi flour. Only with the ragi flour it is difficult to make the chapati. So they use, along with that, they use little wheat flour also. With this they use the madbe ki roti, then kulat ki dal. Kulat ki dal, that dal is very rich in that we call it as horse gram, which is rich in iron, calcium and protein. Iron, calcium and protein, it reduces the fatty tissues, it reduces blood sugar level, and it removes the kidney stones also. That is how it is very good food for the people. So horse gram. And one thing more I am telling you, the ingredients in bal mithai, that is koya, kava also, say there is kava also we can call it, that is half kg, then cane sugar half kg, and granulated sugar 125 gram. Along with that we can you make the mithai, a seed they used to make. And what is khoya? Khoya is half kg. It is written as this khoya is a after, suppose we take the milk and boil the milk and stir it well, boil milk on low flame until it turns thick and almost all moisture is evaporated. It is also known as solid milk. This is khoya and also known as meva. So I hope you understood an idea about the art forms of Uttarakhand. Some more art and craft forms of Uttarakhand are given at the end of this video.